The tower has finally come. Get ready. We are on a new episode of Last Cloudia. This is going to be one of the most hype events that this game has ever done. The global market has been waiting for this for so long. So I'm happy and proud to present to you the legit tower mode. And I have to say legit because apparently we got teased and had the prologue recently. But now we're going to see what the real tower is all about. Now, I've already played a little bit of this, so for the sake of good content, what I've decided to do is basically stop once I got to the 10th floor. Because after you complete the 10th floor, you can then add a second squad, and I kind of want to do that with you so we can kind of learn together how this works. So let's do this, y'all. Now, the tower does not deplete any event orbs. There, as you can tell, it's completely separate from all the rest of these. And yes, they did fix the training field because the first day you weren't getting any rewards for it. It was all messed up, but they fixed it as of this morning and they've compensated us. Moving along. That's right, new music and everything. Nice and dramatic. Although I'm not sure how well y'all can hear it, but either way, let's get this done. So once your squad is made, you cannot change it. I've already recovered, I think, because it basically gives you auto HP and auto MP at the end of the night. At the end of the night, I think, and then you get to start fresh again. But as you take damage to the floors, whatever damage you sustain, you keep throughout the rest of the floors, unless you use special items and stuff to heal yourself. Let's do this. This game has made a lot of good quality of life updates too. Like the update they did here was huge. So this is gonna be a boss battle right off the bat. I can tell by the music. So this is gonna be a boss battle. Wow, it's taking a long time to load for some reason. If we're doing a boss battle, I might actually do manual controls just so I can set things up. I don't know. Let's do it on auto. Let's see if the auto can kill it. Oh, Big Daddy Boss. Ooh, Ignil. Okay. Ooh, this is gonna be something special here. Oh yeah, I've actually changed Tina. I'm not sorry, Tina, but Lena. I've changed Lena to be more of an all-around mage. So instead of just focusing on Earth magic, she's gonna be, of course, doing her standard healing, but she's doing Blizzard, Galaxy, and whatever the second tier Dark spell is. Those are the ones that I've used because those are the ones that are the most useful I found. Oh, there it is, Dark Matter. I'm letting it go on manual because it seems that it can do it on manual. Or I'm leaving it on auto because the AI is actually doing okay. Now, the only downside here is Lena's losing a lot of MP right now. Which means when I go to the next floor, it's going to be a bit rough. But this is a pretty high battle, though. Had I known it was going to be a boss, I would have been like, it's boss time. Get ready. Ooh, that hurts. Don't die, y'all. There we go. That Starless heal. There you go. Man. Thanks, Leah, for coming in clutch. The heal is always necessary. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. What a way to start the video off. I have not done a practice run on this, so this is actually my first time seeing this. Pretty legit. Good boss battle. Now, obviously you're better off controlling your characters, but I kind of wanted just to see how well they could do here. Your first time rewards, the experience you get is going to be the same no matter how many characters are in your squad. Now, when we go to floor 11, my understanding is we actually add a second team. So I'm going to actually add the second team right here with you live. Now, keep in mind, all that damage and the MP I've used up, it's going to carry. So, unfortunately, right now, it's going to be a scenario of having to not do too bad, I hope. So now, and this is where it tells you basically when your first squad falls, the second squad will come in the fight. Use gate fears to put units in the second squad. Oh, so I have to actually hit the gate button. Okay. Okay, so it doesn't let you just do it for free the first time. You actually are forced to use the gate. Okay. Interesting. Alright. Wait, did it start over? Alright, well, we'll set the summoning. Wait a minute. Yeah, we'll do, Yggdrasil. So, second squad, we will do. There's no auto, is it? No, I'll just have to do it manually. Okay. So, I'm going to sort them by level. And we're just going to put some of the higher level squads that I already have here. So, we'll do. Well, we're going to put the beater up front. Although I haven't really done much with him, which is really unfortunate, but he is really good at what he does. Man, I was really considering doing like a mage squad, but let's see. Actually, I think I will do that. Actually, we'll squad it up with the mages, because again, I'm gonna need all the healing I can get. And then what I'm gonna do for we're gonna sort the arcs by level as well. The higher level arc you're using, the better you'll be overall. I think we're gonna go with the. I think that'll be good for it. Let me take a look. All attribute resistance plus 10. When hammer or machine is equipped, crit plus 3%. Chance to boost defense. I kind of wanted to use something a little more defensive, I think. Not too sure. What else do we have? Geist training mount? Or not defensive, but offensive. Former enemy strength plus 20. Yeah, there we go. That's what I want. Alright, we'll swap him right here. Boom. Zekas is going to get Sorcerer as even. She's going to get. I think this one, because this is the one with a bow is equipped, crit plus 9%, damage against weakness plus 24%, grants pursuit attack for each critical. Okay, we'll try that. Yeah, we're good with that. And then for her. I think this might be good for her. Let me see. Close to death mind plus 23, and HP recovery via skills plus 23, chance to survive fatal. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, so like I said, on the fly, we're setting the squad up. Alright, so we're good. Alright, check and return. Alright, so it'll put you back up where you need to be. Actually, no, I could have switched my first squad. I didn't think to do that. Oh well, no biggie. Start the quest. Let's do it. Alright, so this is where things are going to really start heating up is my assumption here. Alright, so there's the new music. Really nice. This game has a great soundtrack, by the way. All the way, shoutouts to Last Cloudia for being at PAX South. A friend of mine was actually there, and they're supposed to be giving me some swag soon, so I'm actually happy about that. That's cool. I really wish I was there to chat with them. Yeah, I had a thought about it. I would have switched Lena and Prem to put Lena in the very back, since she's the actual, spellcaster here. And man, I didn't do any healing, so the MP and HP that we have is basically staying there. But we seem to be doing okay for the most part. Oh, another thing too, your summons, their gauge carries over to the next stage as well. So if I was to not use it at all in this stage, I could use it on the next stage if I really wanted to, on the next floor. Alright, Sev, you get in there. Get that Eternal Stella going. There you go. I love Sevia. She's really good on the forefront. Now, I still think that Randy from, the Collection of Mana section, probably the best as far as like DPS, physical DPS in the game right now. In my opinion, at least. But I don't have him built up good enough, unfortunately. I do plan on making him, level 80 and all that stuff in the future. Because right now I just haven't got to it. I basically determine who was going to start leveling first, and some people are going to be like squad 2. Oh, get that Cluster Palm. Oh, Lino with the Galaxy. Get that holy damage. And also, we got the Grand Protection done by Melza. I'm not going to use the summon here. I just don't think it's necessary. This isn't like a big hard time boss. They don't have English voiceovers yet. One day I might switch it to Japan just so you can hear the voice acting. I just didn't think to do that for this video. Get some of that healing before the next round. Believe it or not, the AI has been actually pretty smart. Which is weird to say, because usually they're really dumb. Alright, so we haven't really had a need to use the back row yet, but like I mentioned earlier, no matter how many characters you have, everybody's experience will be the same. So this is really, really cool that it does that. Oh, also, I didn't think of this too, but you can still level the arcs as well for all these people, so that's cool. And even though the second squad wasn't used, the characters are getting leveled, the arcs are getting leveled, like, that's legit. That's really, really cool. Alright, so let's do one more floor. And then after that, I think we'll just kind of, briefly discuss a few updates and then we'll end the video here. But again, I wanted to do a video on the tower because this is like a really hype mode and I kind of wanted to show this off. It even does the recommended level. It tells you how much you're going to get for the your reward as far as the Phantom Medal is concerned. It also shows your friend list as far as like who's hit what floor and whatnot. The only reason I'm not as high as I could be is I literally waited before making a video before going any further than 10. But once I stop recording, best believe I'm going to be grinding the mess out of this and trying to get to 30. Will I get to 30? I don't know. I would expect to be able to get to at least 20 with my squad, but I only have one solid squad of like level 80s on average. Everybody else is going to be kind of low, so I don't see myself getting too far in the 20s. Probably like low to mid 20s, and I'll probably end up capping out there. So we have the underwater effect here, reduced movement speed. Which is fine because Sevia and Prim have like a lot of speed. So they don't care. And as you can tell, the summon meter is still at full, because I just haven't really had a need to use it yet. It's boss time. Get ready. Alright. Just because we can. Just to make this video a little more hype. Yeah, we haven't gone too far. Not a super long video yet. There we go. Looks like Prem did a little bit of spell casting herself. I'm using Prim as a synergist and a saboteur. Shout out to Final Fantasy 13. Get in there, look at that. They're like, nah, you're in my house. Uh oh, I actually lost somebody. Well, I guess I used that summon because apparently my team might just die here. I probably should have did manual controls. Wow, I think we actually might lose, which is actually good because then I can show off the second squad. So yeah, let's go ahead and let them fall and see if it automatically puts the second squad in or what happens. Oh yeah, I forgot I built Melza as a major tank, so she's not gonna die that easily. No, they're working on her. Like if I cared too much, I'd actually do manual controls and do stuff. But I kind of want to, for the sake of the video, kind of show off, what this mode is all about. There is reinforcing squad is en route. Okay, so that's what it does here. Okay. Even though I don't like the fact that I lost my base squad, for the video's sake, it's good to see how this works. Reinforcing squad has arrived. Get ready. This is interesting. So do they maintain the health, the enemy? Oh yeah, it's still at low health. Okay. Nice. Well, let's see what happens here. Now, keep in mind these guys are very low level. Oh, that's right. No, this is a different summon this time. Okay, so we won't use that yet. Okay, so even though it's a different summon, the meter will still remain the same that it was. That's cool to know, actually. Oh wow, they're kicking their butts bad. Oh, I didn't hit the summon button. Oh well. Oh, the sound got all messed up here. It was so hype that the sound was like, I can't take this. This is too much hype. There we go. Now it went away. So let's see what happens when you lose. Like, are you just done, or can you just kind of use resources to continue on? What does it do? All right. So let's say if I wanted to play again, what would it do? Okay, so it puts everybody at 1 health. Okay, cool. Got you. All right. Well, I'll do a recovery, just not right now. This was actually a really good test here, so I'm actually glad that it worked out the way that it did. All right. Well, before I start off on this video, a couple of quick tips for the new update. Training field. If you are trying to make any of the specific heroes be much better, like I'm doing right now with Lila, this is definitely the opportunity you have to level them up really quick and learn some abilities. So we'll go ahead and do a quick run of this. I'm trying to see what else has happened. They've made it to where you can kind of select all on all rewards that you get for your dailies. They've also have a thing where you can select all for the little checkpoints you get on the map where you can get souls for different people. Um, they've done a lot of just quality of life stuff, which is really, really awesome. Now, the reason I'm only using Lila is because since I'm only using one character, I'm going to get all the experience. And if you get gold Pockles, obviously you're going to get a lot of experience. So I'm just kind of showing this off one time as well. Now, like I mentioned earlier, when you're doing tower, you might want to manually control the character so you can be in more control about what happens in the outcome of the match. Because honestly, had I taken control the whole time, I probably could have done some things differently to prevent, my first squad from dying. I wasn't too concerned with the second squad, which is why I didn't try to control it, because I was kind of curious what happens when certain things go, when they die and all that stuff. I just kind of wanted to see for myself. But now that I know what to do, when I go through it the next time, I'll hit recover, do manual controls, do like the grand protection with Melza, just start, just beating down, doing the spamming the skills a lot more, and we'll get in there. I think I did get a gold Paco in one of those rounds so far, but I've only seen one that I remember, so I'm not going to get a whole bunch of experience here, but that's cool. Because sometimes you can get three or four, but unfortunately, I think I only got one in this entire like 5 waves of battle. And you don't usually get one on the fifth round. You only get it on the first four potentially. And yes, I have a lot of friends who use Randy, so getting Randy as a helper is definitely something I can take advantage of while I'm doing the speed grind here. All right, so let's see how much experience Lila's going to get here. All right, so she's going to get about a little over 10k. Yeah, 11.8. Yep, there we go. And of course, double AP and all that stuff. And that's pretty much it there. So, take advantage of that if you have her or the new character. I forgot his name, like Lucas or something. Or I forgot. But there's a new character. He also gets the double AP and XP in this particular mode. Um, Also, right now, for as every day, they're doing the all ability gates plus the training dungeon every day. Remember, training dungeon, if you want to just use one person and get a ton of experience, that's a good thing to do. Or if you want to use a bunch of characters so you can learn AP abilities for different arcs for your characters, also good thing to do too. And then they moved the unit story here, so when you tap this, you can then go through your character list and do their story as opposed to doing it the other way. They rearranged a few things. Um, Matter of fact, if I go to my units, it'll actually show like the red and blues showing how far they've awakened or enhanced right off the bat. When you go to a character, a few things have changed. So the ability unlock is still on the bottom right. It'll actually tell you how many you've earned and how many you have in total left, or basically what the total is and how many you've learned. So in this case, I've learned all 108 abilities for Lena. The skill sets are on the top, on the mid right, along with the equip as well. So just keep in mind that things have changed a bit as far as looks are concerned. It's a decent change. I have nothing against the changes and all. They fixed the issue with that one mode that I talked about earlier. But yeah, but as far as like the Tower of Trial, this is really where it's at. This is where you want to focus on. This is like really, really cool, big deal. And also, if you want to play again after you've died, you would just hit the recover. You can either tweet, which I don't do Twitter, so I'm not going to do that, or you can spend 300 diamonds or gems. I always forget what they're called, but you spend 300 of the gems, and you'll be able to get a refresh. Otherwise, you'll have a full recovery later on once a day, and that's pretty much how that works. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it for this episode. Um, Definitely very, very, very hype about this mode. It's been a long time coming. It's definitely as challenging as it needs to be. And like I said, I can't say more good things about this mode. This is what Last Cloudia needed to really like put itself on the map as far as like, good story modes. Because prior to this, the only other really hyped story mode was the Collection of Mana series, which I thought was fantastic. But after that, it was kind of the regular old story as far as just doing, random events for the sake of leveling certain people, which is fine because this is the game's way of help showing you that you need to prepare for this specific event. So now, my recommendation at this point, as far as like how to be successful in tower, you want to try to get as many level 80s as you can with the full ability board, and some arcs to kind of support them, whether support their strengths or cover for their weaknesses, and just do the best you can with these characters. Now, obviously, with my second squad, they're nowhere near good enough. I haven't really given them enough attention, so obviously they're not going to be very successful. But I did this to kind of show this off to you as well. so you can kind of be prepared and have a little bit of a learning experience. And hopefully you can enjoy this too. There are also a lot of, actually, there are ways that you can make your trial here a little bit easier. If you go to the shop, which I can try to find, I guess I'll just go back and go to the shop here. All right, go to the marketplace. And if you go to events and go to Tower of Trials, the first one, the equipment one, you can use what you've earned to potentially get some of these items. These items are going to be really good specifically for the tower. That's going to give you, a lot of damage, a lot of defense. And even the one on the bottom that says special gauge fills faster in Phantom Tower battles, that's going to be good too. So like I said, lots of good stuff that you can use to help get through some of those tougher levels. Also, for the trading fields, again, they've updated it to where it actually works. So if you want to try to get, more fragments, clusters, I basically got everything that I wanted because this right here is the more important stuff. These little things here I don't care about, and then of course getting more souls is always good, even if you don't use the characters. So you have that. The friendship thing is done as far as all the cool stuff. I think I didn't. Did I skip over the tower? I think I did. I just skipped over the actual trading space for the tower. So as you gain more points for the tower itself, you can get a lot of these rewards, which so far, it seems to be your everyday. Well, this stuff down here, nothing important to me, but basically starting with the crystalline fragments, the crystals, and the clusters, you definitely want to collect those. As a matter of fact, I'll get the rainbow one right now, since that's the most valuable that you can really get in these kind of shops. And then there you go. And I think that's going to do it for me today. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video. We literally just finished our first episode of the OG podcast live on Facebook. We've actually, our first one for 2020 since we haven't been able to do it for a while. If you weren't able to check it out live, please go to Handy Killcan's Facebook page. You can always watch the videos afterwards. And he may also post it on other forms of media like YouTube, Stitcher, and all the other stuff as well. But until next time, you guys take care and keep gaming, y'all. Later.